Hello again. It's been a little while, a few days since I've got around to doing another video, and I think I promised I'd do a standing one, so here's for a little bit of balance. I hope everybody's keeping well and that you're still enjoying some of the videos and making some use of them. So we're going to start standing. I haven't bothered with a mat because it just travels about on the carpet here, so nice and easy. Starting off with your breathing, we want those feet a little bit apart underneath our hips, easy through the center, just a slight pull into those lower abdominals, shoulders relaxing down beside our armpits. So we're going to take a little gentle bend of the knees, and we're going to take a little hip and pelvis movement to start. We're going to tuck that pelvis under, tilt, and then backwards. So we're just doing a little forwards and backwards tilt, finding how far it goes each way, trying to keep lifted through the ribs. Little easy front and back movement. Okay. Keeping the breathing with it, in and out. Find that central position now between those two extremes, and we're going to take a little lift of the hip to the side. We can let our heel come off, so we're hitching the hip up, tightening into that waist, and then the other side. Just letting it get a bit of mobility, not too much pressure. Hip and hip and hip. Warming up that lower back. And breathe. So we're going to just take our breaths and our arm floats, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. I'm going to make these big, so next time we do this, we're going all the way around, breathing in and arms up and out to the side, feeling those shoulder blades widen and drop down. Breathing in and out. And another one. Breath in and out. Good work. Now we're going to come to work our legs and our feet a bit. Today we're just going to do a little bit of calf raises or rises onto our toes. So as we breathe, we're going to come off, the heels off the floor and back down. We're trying to keep those ankles as still as possible. We don't want them wobbling out to the sides, so come smaller and more controlled if you need to. It can be just a tiny lift of the heels, keeping those arms and shoulders easy and that breath going. This really works those calves, gets that blood moving around those legs. So we're just going to add an arm in this time. As we come up, we're going to bring one arm high and then the other arm high. One arm high and the other arm. And release back down. I'm going to take a little bend just to relax those calves and stretch them out a bit, and then heel lift and press. Heel lift and press. So the knees just relaxing. We're pushing into that toe joint a little bit. So you can keep the arms by your side as we go to the next level, or you can bring them just in front for balance. We're taking one heel lift. We're going to come up onto both heels, put the first heel back down and the second heel, and then the other leg. Heel, heel, down, heel, heel, down, down. Bend, straight, bend, down. Bend, straight, other knee bends, down. And one more. One, up, down, closed. And just for fun, bend those knees, pressing as low as you can, coming up onto those toes, up and lower. One more, press and heels, stretch, and that's so good. Let's do one more, press and heels, lift and down. Of course, you can always stick with the simpler options. You don't have to ramp it up each time. So now we're going to get our backs going a little bit more. We're going to take some roll downs and some side reaches. Roll downs, we're thinking about one vertebra at a time. So easy knees, easy shoulders. Head drops, chin to chest first. Let the weight of that head pull the shoulders down, but easy floppy arms. If you need to relax the knees more, you do. Then the shoulder blades, then the waist, and as far down as you can comfortably go. Breathing out. Breathing in as we come back up. The waist pulls up, pulling the pelvis back into that upright position. Then the rib cage, shoulder blades drop down, shoulders easy, chin is the very last thing. And we're going to take a side reach. So we're taking a little bend of the knees, scooping that arm over, reaching to the side and rolling down. And the other way. Scoop it over, reach over the side, let that other arm stay floppy, curl the shoulders round and through. And we're ready to roll down again. Breathing out slowly. Letting those knees relax. Only go as far as you can comfortably go with your back. Keeping those heads and shoulders floppy. Pulling that waist to start the movement back up as you breathe in. Making sure the chin is the last thing up. And we're doing those reaches again. Reaching over towards the right side. And curl. And the other way. Reaching up and over. And rolling it through. Let's do one more repetition. Rolling down. And rolling up. Here we go. One reach over to the side. Keeping that abdominal held so that we're not arching the back too much. Easy arm. And rolling back up. And just find that nice standing position with your breath. Okay, I'm going to get those legs moving. So we're going to bring our legs together underneath, and we're just going to do a little sideways step or lunge. We're going to use some bent knees. We're going to try and keep our feet and our knees going forwards as they bend. We really want to watch they don't twist in on those insides of the knees. So we're just going to keep the body up, easy to start. We take a little step, bend and back, and bend and back. Little drop. If you need to, you take your hands to that thigh or to your hip for some balance. Breathing out and in. And in. You can go deeper. Go as deep as you want. All the way down and back up. I'm probably disappearing out of the video. Or maybe not. One more each side. Letting the back drop a bit if it needs now. And back. And we're just going to open those legs and do a few more of these lunges. So as wide as those legs can comfortably go, keeping those knees going forwards as we bend. We're going to go over to the right hand side, bend the knee, watch it doesn't roll inwards, hands to the hip. Stretch low, let that spine line forwards, tips forwards. Keep the belly pulled in slightly so we don't arch that lower back, and over to the other side. And back to the first side, and back to the other side. We're going to stay in this long lunge, keeping that body stretched, and we're going to bring those arms forwards. We're going to try and lean a little bit further forwards, pushing the bottom away from us. You'll feel that stretch in the inside of the thigh. And then we're going to come up and repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and other side. Here goes. Lengthen those arms. Drop that bottom backwards. Keep the chest lifted. Try to keep those arms alongside your ears, but not too close. Shoulders dropping back. Feel those shoulder blades. And back. And just walk those legs back in through the middle. Shake out if you need to. Oh. So, we're going to stand still for a moment and do some leg lifts. So this is going to be working our quads, our glutes, and a little bit of our hamstrings, and the side of the legs. So it's a bit equivalent to the lying leg lifts. Feet comfortably underneath you, not too far apart. We're going to lift right up through the centre. Our right leg, I'm doing the opposite, if I get that right, just rests gently on the floor. You can bend the knee to lift and drop it, or you can take a straight leg, but we don't want to collapse in the middle. So we're just going to do 5, either bent, 2, 3, feel the quad working, 4, 5, and back. Other leg is going to do the same. So it rests. Bent knee or straight knee. 1, 2, breathing. 3, 4, 5, and back. I'm going to take it out to the side this time. So we'll start with that right. Your right leg out, lengthened away. You can leave the toes on the floor, or you can just flex that leg. If you need the arms to be out to the side for a bit of balance, that can help. Here we go. 5, lift, but we're not lifting the hip. We're feeling that squeeze into the side of the leg, keeping those knees facing the front. And relax the other leg. Find a good position. Keep lifted up. Watch we don't lean away from the leg as it lifts. Keep really tall. Only the leg is moving. 2, 3, 4, 5 little pushes, and back. Oh, and now we're going to do the backwards one. So I'm just going to turn sideways for that. For this one, we're going to bend the knees slightly and just take the leg behind us. It's a bit easier on the back. Arms out in front for a little bit of balance. Drop those shoulders down, chin tucked in, lifted and lengthen forwards and through the front of the body, and lift. 2, don't let the lower back crunch, keep it long. I've lost count. 1 more, and back. And then we're going to do the other side. So the other leg goes out, keep that weight on the front leg, lengthening and dropping the shoulders, tuck the chin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've kept it small, 5 of each, but obviously if you want to do more of those, you build it up. So our next little bit is Now to get that back working again and do some twists. So easy legs under the hips. Prayer position, thumbs together, thumbs in the center of the chest. Shoulders drop down. Don't lift those elbows too high. Gentle bit of pressure on the hands. Long neck, breathing in. As we breathe out, twist. Trying to twist from the waist and not from breathing out from the hips. We want to keep those hip headlights facing forwards as the waist twists. This is our action figure model that rotates from that waist. If you need to, you relax the knees a little. That can help if it feels particularly tight in the lower back. So we're going to take a bit of a circle this time. We're going to stay around, drop the arms, reach them out, bring them back and through. And breathe out. And back and through. And up. Twist through. And breathing out. And breathing in. One more each side. Breath out and reach around. Dropping those shoulders each time. And reach around. And back into the center. Oh, good. Going for those legs wide apart again. This time, toes turned a little bit out, pointing to the diagonals. Again, knees are going to go over the toes, so don't take the toes too far. Feel all the time as if someone is just pushing those thighs gently back, but not the bum. We're dropping straight down in this one with an upright spine to start us off. Hands are going to come into the center. So we're pressing into that bend. We're going to slide those elbows back, opening those chests. Don't let the ribs go. It's the top part of the shoulders I want to feel the pull, and those shoulder blades. Lifting those hands, pressing them back down, and then bring everything back. And again, press and open. Lift and drop and relax. Two more. And press. Pull back. Lift, drop, and up. The last one. Bend and pull back. Lift, drop, and back, and walk those feet back in. A little bit of a bend with the knees together. This one is more of a squat, so we're going to drop those hips, drop those arms back. Let's go in our prayer. So we keep that chest lifted, keep that opening, keep pulled in the belly so that that spine doesn't arch. Drop a little bit lower. We're going to twist around to your right, so the right shoulder lifts up, left one drops. We can stay there, or we can put that opposite arm to the outside of our leg and open that spine. Nice twist. Try to keep those knees and hips facing the front, back through the center, and out again. We'll come back to the other side after we've done another bend here. Deep plie, deep bend, knees push back, easy through the middle. This time, arms are going to come up into that square. We're going to take a heel lift, just one heel lifts and down. Heel lift and down. Drop down that lower spine. Don't let that bottom stick out. If it's sticking out, you've gone too far down. Heel and down, heel, down. Now as we bring the heel up, we're going to bring those elbows in and open, heel down. Again, heel and elbows and up. Breathing out, in. If we want to make this both heels, up, we can, but it's not compulsory. Have the legs where you can manage. And one more. And up and relax it out. Bring those legs back a little bit. And we're going into that chair pose again. Knees and feet. Dropping those hips. Keeping the belly lifted. Keeping the chest. And lengthening that spine. Feel as if something is pulling through the spine. Pulling the spine out of the top of your head. Keeping that chin relaxed and tucked slightly backwards. And twist to the left this time. Left shoulder goes back. Try to keep those thumbs in the centre of the chest. Dropping that front arm, opening the back arm. Keep that front shoulder dropped. Deepen that bend by pushing those hips back. Nice and low. Don't forget to keep breathing. And back through the middle. Whew. Nice little challenge there. So, we're coming towards an end now. We're going to take a little bit of our balance with our tandem position to start with. One foot in front of the other. It's heel to toe or a bit open with one in front of the other if you need a little bit more balance. I'm going to try and bring those hips to the centre between our feet so we're not over the back heel. The weight is on the front heel and the back toe. Brilliant work. So I'm going to take those arms up nice and tall and we're going to do an open and a twist. So we're going to open those arms and lift. This is the basic version. If you want to, you add a twist. As you open, you twist. And back. Watch you don't push that weight back onto the back heel. And open. And up. And up. And open. And up. And open. And up. And we're coming back. Swapping legs. Back leg back. Front. And pop the other one in front. Again, check where we are. Keep nice and lifted. We're using our glutes, a little bit of work into the back and the fronts of the legs to hold ourselves upright and those sides. So for this one, we're going to take the arm up and reach over like we did at the beginning, letting that bottom arm drop. You might not be able to go as far. Reaching over and out. Try to feel as if you're reaching upwards and outwards, lifting up through the spine for a little curve. That will help keep you on balance. Keep pulling through that belly. Make sure the lower spine isn't taking all the strain. And the last one. To the right and over to the left. Ooh, and bring yourself back to centre. One more little balance. So this time we're taking the heel off and we can leave it here. We can bring it just to our ankle or we can bring that foot up to our knee. We're going to bring those arms in front and just open the knee and open the arms. adjust to wherever is right for you. Might be small, we don't want those hips turning, we don't want to turn the body. And we're going to hold it closed. And relax. Other leg, decide where you are. Toes on the floor, toes by the ankle, toes near the knee. Lifting up nice and high, opening and closing. Bit like a clamshell with the added balance challenge. Breathing, feeling tall, that spine out through the top of that skull. One more, and bring it back. Check your balance, and down. Wow. Hopefully a good bit of work on everything there. We're going to finish off, as usual, little breath. Just to calm it all down, little circle with the shoulder and circle it back. Other one, circles back and circles forwards. Both together, back and forward, and then find a nice central position. If you want, just let those knees bend, take that little pelvic tilt that we did at the beginning, or maybe a little circle. Just ease out that spine, nothing forced. And back to the center. Deep breath in, drop, and open, and again, and open. One more, drop it down, lift, and open, and come back to standing. Oh, thank you very much. So, I hope this one is another useful one and good one for those standing and those legs to shake it up a little bit. Do let me know which ones are working for you. If there's anything particular that you'd like more of, just send me a message, make some comments. It's really nice to get your feedback, and it's so nice to hear so many of you. And I've bumped into a few people, and good to hear that you're enjoying doing the sessions. So, as usual, take care, keep well, and let's hope that we're back before too long. Fingers crossed. Bye.